Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. At the top here is Kathy's website if you need to freeze frame or if you'd like to see how it's spelled. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There's some websites for Sandra. Hay House websites. Where are they? There they are. So if you'd like to freeze frame, if you want any of that information, feel free to write that down or do what you need to do with it if you'd like to see that. Okay, what do we have for Aries? I got a really good, happy joy, why not? I got a good energy coming in now. I know what I want and I'm going to get it. I feel like that type of energy coming in. So all of this it's coming through friends. Whatever it is coming through friends. Somebody wants to help you. I think somebody does want to help you. Your card is coming in here too, by the way, with the Emperor. Let me put out the Oracle cards. Somebody wants to help you. They might have to find a way to let go. And maybe that's the trick with this. Somebody does want to help you, but it might be one of those things where they have to be at peace with letting go. So it's okay that they want to help you, but once they help you, they need to let it be and move on. This Strength card actually feels really good too, because it's a fire card, sometimes talks about Leo. You have what it takes, obviously, to get through this and make this happen. You got a lot of bursting energy pushing you forward with the first step. It's who's helping you, and it's the attachment, literally the word attachment. I got the word attachment right here. I just saw that, but I'm seeing somebody, they do want to help you, they legitimately want to help you, but they want to also stay connected. And I feel like this is one of those things where they can help you, but once they help you, they need to let go. How do we make this? The challenge for you is not to just detach them you got to get them to do it themselves, because I feel like this is a good person for you. It's just Aries doesn't really like clingy. This makes me nervous. Aries, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Aries deals well with clingy. That's get off, no, get off or I'll kick you off me. Get off. I feel that really strongly. Aries doesn't like clingy. Aries also doesn't like pity parties, so those two things are not going to work. So clingy and or pity party will not work with Aries. That will actually annoy Aries pretty quickly, in my opinion. Let me know on the bottom if I'm wrong, but that's not going to work. But the trick is with this is to maybe not respond to it. So if they do either of those things, or they're clingy, or doing the whole pity party thing, to just not react to it. You can be most effective by not reacting to it. Aries is extremely strategic. I feel like people forget that. I think people forget how smart Aries really is sometimes. They just think they're hotheads and they just go off and do this and go after that. I feel like people miss how smart Aries really is. And I feel like once you see this in the proper perspective, kind of all right, I don't like this. I'm not into this clingy. I'm definitely not into these pity parties. But I'm looking to cinch that up. I'm looking to end that. So if it's more strategic to just not respond to it and just move around it and just kind of ignore it, I don't know. To a point, I feel like you can do that. And just keep moving forward they're doing these... I know people who do that. They say whiny things. I just don't respond to it. I do have some Aries in my chart, so I can see, especially in some key spots I have it. I can see where I just kind of I don't want to know. I don't want to just know. So I just move on like they didn't say it. It usually works fairly well. That works with that clingy thing. Especially if somebody's clingy, I just either remove them from me and just keep going on. The pity party thing, that's more of a challenge. And maybe you're better than me, but sometimes I find myself saying a sarcastic remark if people are doing that whole pity party thing. I'm not saying it's the best thing. I don't think I'm going to give examples because I don't think we need to do that. But sometimes I get a little sarcastic and it's kind of like, oh, you're having a hard time drowning? Well, dive down a little deeper. Like, I don't know. I don't deal with that well. I don't know why. It's just something in my personality. Like, oh, is it bad? Well, it could get worse. So calm down. I don't know why. I don't like the pity party thing. I really don't like it. So I feel like they're saying try not to do those comments. If you're anything like me, try not to make those comments. Smile. Yeah, because they're saying whoever this is actually a good person for you. Yeah, everybody has their traits. Not everybody's... People are going to have their good and bad traits. Like, usually most people we come across, they have a mix of good and bad traits. Some people have more good traits. Some people have more better, you know what I mean? Some people have a lot more good traits. Some people have a lot more bad traits. Whoever this person is, a fair mix of like good and bad ones. Walk away from it. Don't sink the ship. Don't make this a negative connection for you because they'll come back later. This is somebody you can depend on, somebody who's good for you, somebody who will help you. So we don't want to like make this a bad situation. Even though, you know, it makes sense where you're not a fan of some of these behaviors, it will come back around later and this person will show value again later. So we just kind of want to like, all right, they're going to be the little pity party thing or they're going to be a little bit too clingy. So I'm going to distance myself for a while. I'm not going to make this an issue. I'm just going to like create some distance. I'm just going to create some distance. And maybe, you know, I'll bring somebody else around who like maybe somebody else I know that they also know deals with the pity party thing. So maybe they can deal with them for a while. They seem to like that anyway. So I'll bring that person in. Again, Aries, very good at being strategic. I don't want to deal with it, but I know somebody else who can. Let's let them deal with it. I'll get some distance in the meantime, handle what I want to handle, and we don't have to have any problems here. Because this is somebody who's very stable and very good for you. That's the thing. It's just they have some traits that are less than what you want. Because I don't see anything coming out of this whole clingy thing, this pity party thing. It just seems to be maybe they're under the weather. I don't know. Some people, when they get under the weather, they're a little bit more likely to be like that. Maybe it's a temporary thing. Sometimes it's a seasonal thing. Maybe it's that time of year where they're just not happy for whatever reason. It will pass. The thing is, let's not make it an issue. That's the whole thing. Be careful what you say. You got the root chakra with the what is this one? It's the voice one. The blue chakra. The throat chakra. Wow. I'm like touching it and I can't even say it. I just feel like this person might annoy you. Just distance yourself from them. I feel like Aries is good at that too. Once you realize, you know when somebody's starting to push the button and you're just kind of getting fed up with them, immediately distance yourself. Don't wait it out. Don't wait it out because you're going to say something before you realize you said something. I feel like that's an Aries trait too. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But like, kind of like, I can work on this. I'll be fine. I'll just hold out. And then they push it a little bit too far. Before you realize that you've said something, you're like, yeah, I said that. And it just, because they pushed it a little too far. You had a little bit too much. And then you realize you just said something. And you're like, well, that's all. I meant it. Maybe I shouldn't have said it, but I did mean it. It's one of those moments, and then that's hard because like Aries is very much about honesty. You're not going to say, well, I didn't mean that, because you did mean it. So you're kind of stuck in this new quagmire. Before it even gets there, distance yourself. Distance yourself from them before it even gets there. Less is more. Have other people help you deal with this person. Step away. Whatever they're helping you with, do what you need to do and step away from them. Take some time. I almost feel like some of you might need to take some personal days. Like if this is a work thing, maybe you need to take a personal day or two. Not because you're sick, but just because you need to break from this person. Do what you need to do. Because I feel like this might be one of those moments where it's just going to hit this moment. You're going to say something and you'll be like, yep, I said it, I meant it, but now I have to deal with it. And I don't really need this problem. It will come back around. This person is still of great value to you. I know that, but we don't need the problem. they're not going to like it when you step away from them, but it's the better of the two outcomes, because if they're around you too much and you've had enough of them and they're playing the pity party or they're being too clingy, you're going to have this moment where you've just had enough and you're going to say something, and then you have to kind of be like, well, and again, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but Aries will be like, well, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, but I did mean it. So I think that's an Aries thing, but I'll hear in the comments. I know you guys will tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, but I did mean it. It's we don't even need that problem. We can get right around that. I think that's what this whole thing's about. Kind of like, give yourself a break before they drive you nuts. I feel like that's what this is really about. Like, see it coming. Yeah, you can deal with it, but they're going to get under your skin. You're going to say something, and you're going to have to clean up the mess. That's I think the bottom line. So instead of actually hanging around too long and even having a mess to deal with, just give yourself a break. Give yourself a minute to recharge. Maybe even try to plan a way to deal with this person differently so you can get more distance between you and them. You want to create more distance between you and them, especially when they're going to have this kind of behavior going on, because there's only so much you can stand before you're going to say something, and then you got to clean up that mess, and who needs that? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.